Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts, CLR Bruce Rivers. I am that guy. I am Bruce Rivers. I am board-certified criminal defense lawyer, board-certified by the National Board of Trial Advocacy and the Minnesota State Bar Association as a criminal trial specialist and a criminal law specialist, which means I go to trial, and I win more than I lose. Anyway, today's episode is brought to you by... This is the brainchild of Michael Rivers, our creator and producer and content genius. And so I don't know jack about Mr. Tate. Michael says this is the guy to talk about. So let's just start this video and I'll react to it on the other side.
Andrew Cobra Tate is currently the most viral person in the world. More people are searching for him than Kim Kardashian, the NHL, Joe Biden, and the entire...
Never heard of him.
Country of Romania, which is...
I have never heard of this guy. And when I seen his picture, I recognized it because Abba and Preach talked about him recently. But other than that, I don't know. I've never heard of this guy. Never.
Where he currently resides. He gained over 2 million followers in the past few weeks, and that doesn't even represent how much dominance he's had over all of social media in the past few months. Why? Well, every couple of years, social media gets introduced to a new self-proclaimed alpha male, red pill finance expert who flaunts his lifestyle and...
See, you guys have seen the show Greed, right? Anytime you see any guy like this that flexes, you know, do I flex a little bit? Tiny bit. But do I really flex? I don't really flex. I'm real. I got a real life. I have a mortgage on my house. I go to work every day and I represent clients. Sometimes they're pains in the asses. I have a regular life. I'm not flexing like these guys do to get clout.
Who is idolized by a community of other males online. But Andrew is not just a typical phony that's pretending.
Take a look at this guy for starters. I know nothing about him, okay?
I don't
either. I can tell you this, I wouldn't let him date my daughter.
Absolutely not.
For a little bit of YouTube views and Instagram followers. He really is a multimillionaire. He really is a kickboxing world champion, but he's also accused of being a money-laundering Romanian mafia ally who runs a global sex trafficking business while selling his Make Money Fast course, dubbed Hustlers University, to his millions of followers. Most videos covering Tate just focused on the surface level stuff he says for views.
If my chick said, I want to do OnlyFans, I'm like, all right, then cool, go do it. How much you made? 10 grand. All right, give me 8. All right, cool.
Why would, what woman is going to give you 8 grand?
Because you're my woman, you're doing OnlyFans, you're selling my product.
Your products?
Yes,
But
correct.
women just
Next question.
No.
That's the world we live in now. Females are entitled and...
He is disgusting already. He's pissing me off. He's gross and disgusting.
fucking lazy. Another thing I learned is that women are only loyal to the dick they're sucking.
He says these shocking and bewildering ideals to get a rise out of people. Those lead to more views and obviously fame.
So that is one thing that I don't do. I mean, do I do a little bit of shock? Not, I mean, a little bit, but I try to make it fun. But what I do more than anything else is I try to keep it real. I try to entertain and I try to educate. But I don't change who I am to do that. And I don't think I'm all that in a bag of chips. Like this guy, he and his wife probably are in love with the same person, himself, which he probably doesn't have.
Followers. A strategy as old as time.
I know exactly what I'm talking about all of the time.
He isn't playing a character. He does believe what he says. But the way he says these things is...
And I was just thinking, the thing about being a shock person, a sensationalized person, is it doesn't last long. That sensationalism, it will wear off, and people will see you for what you really are. So he'll be a nobody probably within a year or so.
Calculated. You can find hours and hours of content where he sits down and talks about things like, should you let your girlfriend go to the club? And can your girlfriend have a guy best friend? But I want to go deeper. Where does this behavior come from? Why does he have all these shocking allegations against him? Let's take a look at the dark side of Andrew Tate. Andrew's father, Emery Tate, was described by his peers as somewhat of a superhero.
I don't care.
He was established
To our fellow man, and you know, just going after the dollar, and that's all you're going after, is empty. It's an empty pursuit, and it'll catch up to you.
He needed to hire women who would offer themselves for his service, but not have the ambition or expertise to build a website, run ads to get traffic, and converse with men online, maintain their finances, pay for the internet, and all the overhead that goes along with running an online business.
So when you are setting something like this up, the danger is that you're trafficking, you're doing human trafficking, because it's ultimately going to go there. And that's where I see this kind of headed. I haven't seen this video, and like I said, I don't know jack about him, but you're flying people in from all over the world for a sexual purpose. Granted, the OnlyFans stuff is legal, but it's not a far stretch for that to go to another place.
Exactly.
Cam girl is much more a therapist than she is a porn star.
Bullshit. It's keep them on the line as long as possible. Drain their fucking... There's nothing therapeutic about this whatsoever. It's addictive is what it is.
Like, she can make so much money from showing her whatever, but she makes the big money from making these guys like her, being funny, banter.
Basically, he was building what exists on
That
Twitch
is
today
not
in
therapy.
the hot tub section. At his peak, he had 75 women.
And if you are going to the hot tub section on Twitch, take stock. Just fucking take stock. Find a girlfriend, and then go to dinner with her. And guess what? She'll smell a lot better than that keyboard that you're dealing with.
Working for him at 4 different locations. However, this was a huge mistake, according to him.
75 women worked for me at the peak of it all. But that was a mistake.
75 women. Okay, these are people coming from all over the place. He's definitely flying them in. He's having them work. He's having them do sex work, and it's maybe OnlyFans, but guess what? I can just see this right now where this is going. And this Patrick Cece is doing a fantastic job in laying all this out.
Mistake, because when you have a bunch of girls working for you like that, the only way you can motivate them is with money. When I started,
The only way you can motivate them is with money. I mean, give me a fucking break. This guy, and with the glasses, here's the thing. Anybody that just wears glasses indoors, I'm suspect of already. But when
Me too.
He's talking a little fast, and this guy's making me sick.
because they loved me.
Yeah, he does all this fast talking, but it's just nonsense. It's lies and it's nonsense.
Right? That's the old school pimp game, isn't it?
Downsizing to just 8 women.
There's nothing honorable in the old school pimp game. The old school pimp game, guess what they do? They fucking abuse the women, and they use them, and once they're not producing, they chuck them aside.
Women, 4 of which were his girlfriends, and 4 were his brother Tristan's girlfriends, was when they all worked together to make the most money they ever had. Since they were all motivated, and in his words, in love with him, they were able to generate $400,000 per month with his online cam business.
That when a girl worked for me, it was 50-50.
Look at him without his
This is crazy. He is pimping out these women. This is what kind of honor? Like Bruce said, what kind of honor is? Oh God, this is gross. He's disgusting.
shirt on. And look at his companion next to him. Which one's better looking?
So the girls who loved me and worked for me, my main girlfriends, they'd get probably around 20% of their money.
Here's the thing. I've seen guys
my
dip their
God.
toe in the depravity water. In other words, they, I got 4 girlfriends, blah, blah, blah. You know what? It just goes on and on and on, and it gets worse and worse and worse in terms of the depravity. It's just, and so I can totally see where this is going.
Some people immediately look at this and think, well, he's a pimp, insinuating that these women are afraid of him, and he's forcing them into doing work that they don't want to do.
People have this idea that, you're
probably
a pimp.
did.
You just get these girls who say, work, and they're scared of you, and they just work. It's bullshit. I was doing this in London. A girl could have walked out the door any day, called the police on me any day, and they didn't. They wanted to be with me because they genuinely understood that their life was better if they obeyed me.
Listen to that statement.
Obeyed?
Your life is better if they obeyed me. If they obeyed me. Who does that sound like? Remember R. Kelly and all the people that he had under his fucking control and how they talked about him afterwards? How about the people that were under Epstein's control? The juveniles. They're better off if they fucking obey me. Give me a break.
Jesus Christ. I was the second man she ever in her whole life, man. It hurt her at every moment that I
It's a black
was
eye.
doing it. but it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
Andrew uses strong words like obey me.
And
Psychopath.
it does, when you are that narcissistic, guess what? You get sloppy.
Yep.
You get sloppy. You got all this money, right? You can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want. And guess what? When you're like that, you get sloppy and you start to lose perspective. And
you get caught. It
guys,
catches
this
up
is
with you.
every fucking guy out there. Get a moral compass. Make sure you have a moral compass. Make sure it drives what you're doing. Don't be like this guy, because guess what? You can have a lot of money, but it can be short money.
Which is what tends to get him.
I'm gonna fast forward through this. This is a long video, so I'm gonna fast forward.
Nothing weak or ignoble about it.
What's interesting is that Andrew didn't talk much about women and relationships too much in the beginning of his YouTube career. Sure, he had a.
Here's the deal. Any of you guys want to take any fucking relationship from this advice from this guy? Call me personally. Just fucking call me and ask me, and I'll set you straight.
Videos were focused on money, success, and the mindset to get there. However, these types of videos typically are associated with the YouTube pickup artist, the ladies' man. As time went on, Andrew's followers requested that he give advice on women, male and female roles, and how he's able to have success with.
Here's the thing. You take away his MMA, you take away his
But
his
he's
money,
not successful
you got
with
nothing.
women. He
You
uses
got
them.
no charisma. You've got you just got a mouth.
Women.
Girls run their mouth. I just start beating the fuck out of them, not even having sex.
I just start beating the fuck out of them. I can't tell you how this just is so ridiculous. You don't beat women. Why would you beat a woman?
And then go around bragging about it.
Because you can't handle it, because your fucking ears can't handle it, because you want to control them. He likes to beat women. And
He's
this
an
kind
abuser.
of behavior will ultimately be his demise.
They love it more than ever. They like it more. The less sex you have with them, the better.
I have nothing to talk to women about besides either sleeping with them or. Wait. Yeah, that's it.
This is stupid. I can't take this.
Okay, guys.
This
here's-
is. I think Bruce has about had it with him too. This is ridiculous. This whole thing is ridiculous.
That's the thing. That is so telling, honestly. He doesn't respect women.
Nope.
And
Not at all.
that lack of respect, that actually he's up to his fucking knees in the depravity water. And the lack of connection makes him think that women are just there for him to be used however he chooses, and they're to be obedient. And nothing could be further from the honorable truth.
Exactly. I'm gonna stop it here. It's just I can't. This guy is disgusting. There's nothing honorable about this man. There's nothing worth talking about, really. He's just a disgusting, depraved man. So I'm just gonna leave it right here.